Pues estamos en el booth de Harmon.ie. Harmon.ie es una herramienta que podemos instalar en cualquier cliente para poder interconectar SharePoint con otras experiencias o otras aplicaciones y así facilitar el uso y consumo de la información de SharePoint en cualquier dispositivo o en cualquier herramienta de trabajo. Por ejemplo, tú trabajas con Outlook todo el día. Bueno, ahí se integra a Outlook y tú puedes usar un add-in de Outlook de esta empresa para poder explorar documentos SharePoint. Está muy útil, muy interesante. Vamos a ver una demostración en inglés que yo voy a tratar de traducir y a ver qué tal. Hi.
Hi, good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Excellent.
My name is Aaron Gonzalez.
Hi, my name is Richard Paul.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Hi.
So, what can you say about the product, what it is?
Oh, absolutely. So, do you find it difficult to use SharePoint, Yammer, OneDrive and Skype for Business all in one place?
Of course, because everything is in different web pages, different URLs.
Yeah, exactly. And business users are even more confused. It's very difficult to interact with each other effectively and collaborate in the best possible way. They're all great tools, but getting people to use them is real challenging.
Correct.
So what does Harmony do? Harmony brings them all into one place, both on mobile devices and PCs as well.
Nice.
So we'll just have a look at, for example, the mobile application first, particularly around, say, project management. In a project, you need to work with your project team members, and project-based documentation, project-based emails. Getting that all in one place is really challenging. So Harmony, on my iPad, which is also available for Android, Windows Phone and BlackBerry 10 devices, as well as iOS, brings that all together in one place. So for example, here I can have an update stream of both Yammer activity as well as SharePoint activity on the information that I'm interested in.
Ok, so aquí estamos viendo una herramienta en la que puedes ver en una sola aplicación información que viene de Yammer, información que viene de SharePoint acerca de un proyecto. Entonces es cierto, esta herramienta lo que tiene de valor es que unificas la información que existe en diferentes lugares en un solo lugar para hacerte más productivo. Go ahead.
Okay, excellent. So for example, I can see I've got a couple of updates in SharePoint here. I'm working on a project and a new task has been created. So if I tap on that update, the task is displayed to me, and not only can I review all the information about that task, I can go ahead and work on it directly within the Harmony app.
Nice. Entonces podemos ver los datos de una tarea, en este caso de un proyecto. Fíjate, ahí está el título, el predecesor, básicamente la información de la tarea disponible en iPad.
So I'm going to assign this task to one of my project members, Angela, and I'm going to update the status of this task to in progress. Save that back to SharePoint. As I mentioned before, this is a consolidated stream, so I can see that there's been some documents being uploaded into SharePoint as well. So tapping on that update, I'm taken directly to the document, again, all within the Harmony application, so I don't have to switch context, I don't have to get confused and waste time.
Okay, so ahora podemos ver los documentos y la información del documento. So I have a question. If in a document library I have fields, like other fields or managed metadata fields, the tool also display that?
Absolutely. So for example here we can see that there's some related tasks or a project manager.
Nice. Okay, así que mantiene también la relación de los datos. Si tengo una lista con diferentes columnas, pues también podemos cargar la información en el cliente de iPad. Muy bien.
In this case, I want to review the content of this document, and again, I can do that directly within the Harmony app. So this is a project plan, and I want to highlight some issues or some areas of interest on this plan. So I'm going to go ahead and annotate it so that my team members can see what I need to discuss.
So you are annotating the PDF file?
Yep.
And those annotations are recorded in the PDF file?
Exactly. So if I hit done, the document with its annotations will be stored back into SharePoint and a new version of the document is created.
Let me tell you something. Executives, CIOs, CFOs, they need this feature.
Absolutely.
A lot of, I have been in that situation where we have like a CIO that is reviewing financial reports and he has an iPad and he wants to use the iPad to review that information, but the data is in SharePoint and there's a problem there now. So this tool solved that problem.
Yeah, in a big way.
That's cool.
Definitely.
Great.
So I'm going to update that document. I also have the opportunity to update any of the metadata you were asking me about a moment ago. So for example here, we can see the project, which is actually a managed metadata field.
Yeah. And those are terms?
Yeah, absolutely. So for example, I can set that to a particular project, which is a different term there. Also, I could link that to a particular related task. So this is a lookup table.
This is awesome. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to save that. And what I also want to do is I want to discuss this document with my team members using Yammer, without going outside the context of my Harmony app. So I can do that by tapping and saying share on Yammer. You'll see I'm going to post with a link to the document in SharePoint. So I want to say that we need to discuss this. And post. Now also, when I'm on a project site, maybe there's very limited connectivity to the internet.
Yeah.
So let's go into flight mode, just to simulate that kind of situation.
So this is offline?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what CIOs and CFOs does.
Yep.
They are not connected to the corporate network. They are traveling and they need to get stuff done.
Exactly, exactly. So you'll see that Harmony is detected, I've gone offline, and it goes into offline mode. So I have access still to all the documentation, all the metadata that I need to access offline. What I can also do is say that maybe while I'm on site, I need to take some images of the site to survey the area. So let's take a photo. Okay, and I want to get that into SharePoint. So Harmony integrates to even the standard applications on the device, and I can say that I want to open that in the Harmony app.
Okay, so let me see if I understand. What I just saw here is the integration between the iPad components, like the camera, with your application.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you see here now I'm prompted to choose the location, and I have any of the locations
in another library
for offline access. So for example, let's take that digital assets library. Okay. Now, I don't just want to put information into SharePoint with no value. So I want to add all the metadata to those items. So let's go back into Harmony while it's offline. And you'll see that I have a view of any of my pending items that are going to be uploaded when I go back online. In the meantime, I don't want to waste any time, so I'm going to edit the properties, and if you remember, that project was a manage metadata field.
Yes.
So I can select my terms from here even while I'm disconnected.
That's cool. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Adding business value to the content as it goes into SharePoint so that people can find, sort, filter on that information and keep up to date with the important information to them and their projects.
That's awesome. So, lo que vimos ahorita aquí fue una demostración de cómo trabajar con el cliente de iPad para acceder a datos de SharePoint con un alto nivel de fidelidad. ¿A qué me refiero? A que si en tus bibliotecas de documentos tienen metadatos o tienes algunas otras columnas, estas también son utilizadas en el cliente y puedes, mientras que estás conectado o desconectado de la red, trabajar con ese nivel de información. Cosa que me parece muy interesante. Administradores, tomadores de decisiones, ejecutivos, cuentan con iPads y necesitan revisar sus procedimientos, sus reportes financieros o cosas cuando están en la empresa, pero también cuando no están en la empresa. Y esta herramienta pues sin duda les da esa alternativa. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, excellent. Now, the rest of my team might actually be based in the office. And what's the one application people spend 90% of their day in while they're at their desk?
Sure. Outlook.
Outlook, exactly. So let's take a look at the Outlook integration from Harmony. So going on to my PC, you'll see on the right-hand side of my Outlook, I have the Harmony sidebar. I can see the updates from Yammer that we just posted with links to SharePoint. I can like those comments, I can reply to them, I can post from here. So I can interact with my project team in a really, really intuitive way in the place that they're spending their time. But as well as that, I can also browse around my SharePoint content as well. So for example, here we can see the documents in a library that apply to a particular project. Let's go ahead and open up the document here that we annotated.
Nice.
And so everybody can be kept informed of all the important information information for the project to be completed in the best possible time and the easiest way. What I also can do is capture important project-based documentation and communication, simply by dragging and dropping attachments into the sidebar to upload them into SharePoint and assign all the metadata. So let's go ahead and update that project there for the project that we're working on. Likewise, I can also capture project-based email communication by dragging and dropping that into the sidebar too. Here, the email in my Outlook is marked to say it's been saved to SharePoint, and you'll see over on the Harmony sidebar on the right-hand side all the important information from the emails, who sent it, when it was received, what the subject was, etc. is automatically being populated by Harmony into SharePoint, adding value to the content going in.
Nice. Entonces lo que acabamos de ver es ahora la versión de este producto para cliente de Outlook, en donde contenido que está dentro de los correos electrónicos simplemente lo arrastramos y lo soltamos hacia SharePoint, y adicional proporcionamos los metadatos requeridos por la librería de documentos. Es increíble que para las personas que también trabajan en un proyecto que no necesariamente tienen un iPad o que básicamente están en la empresa, usando esta herramienta rápidamente pueden capturar tanto correos como documentos hacia SharePoint, y con ello pues seguir teniendo el contexto del proyecto al día.
Okay. So let's complete the project, or this part of the project, and you can see that we have anywhere I can mark as favorites. They're easily accessible to me, and it could be, for example, a document library or a project task list, or any type of list in SharePoint. So we can see here that project site review task, and I can go ahead and edit that and complete it. So that the project can continue on to the next stage for a timely completion.
So, también podemos editar listas de SharePoint. We can also update SharePoint lists.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Wow. Did you know that you did a powerful demo? You know that you did a great job.
Thank you.
I really appreciate this.
That's okay.
I'm pretty sure that people that see this kind of demo will engage with the solutions and the tools that you have.
Excellent.